Welcome back to Shamrock Fresh. This week we're going to look at 7 items that are distinct to Asian style of cooking, Asian food. So we're going to go through each of these, maybe give an idea of some of the uses and maybe some of the different pack sizes that we're also carrying here at Shamrock. So I want to start with the Thai basil, and we actually just recently brought this in from a new supplier, and you can see, I mean, this stuff has great color. Typically Thai basil, you'll start to see a little blackening. It breaks down much quicker. This product is very dry. There's no moisture in the case. You can see they line it with newspaper. They keep all the cold packs on the outside when shipping, so this is more of a bulk case for large users. This is a 20-pound. We do offer obviously 1 pound and then some other smaller increments, so just kind of dependent on your usage. But Thai basil, much different than the Italian version, very distinct in flavor, but something very unique to incorporate into your dishes. The next item is galangal. And if you're not familiar with galangal, galangal is, in my opinion, very much like a ginger. It's like almost like a different form. And you can see, I mean, it's quite hard to cut. You need a pretty sharp knife. It's very fibrous, almost like ginger is, so you're probably going to want to grate it or slice it really, really thin. And it has a very unique flavor that's kind of a combination of like bitter and sour and spicy, kind of in the way the spiciness that ginger does, not heat like a chili. So great to incorporate into your dishes, kind of offer that almost citrusy scent and flavor. So the next item we have here is our Thai chilies, and unlike the galangal, this is hot in the sense of a heat index. This is a 2-pound case. A lot of times chefs will incorporate this into their stir fries or even like a curry dish, something of that nature. The one thing to keep in mind is, you look at the top here, it'll start to darken at times, but that has no impact on the chili. These chilies actually hold up significantly well in the cooler, have a decent shelf life, something you can hold on to, and 2 pounds will last you quite a while. The next item we're going to look at here is our shiitake mushrooms, and these come in a couple different sizes. This would be the large, and as you can see, there's a good consistency just in the sizing of the caps. The bottoms pop off fairly easy to julienne, or you can roast them whole. You can even split them in half and roast them if they tend to be too large for you. And the nice thing and a concern of chefs is typically the moisture content. You can see there's no water, no moisture of any sort coming out of these. So shelf life's fairly good on these as well. They are a mushroom, but good for stir fries, good to pair up with proteins, kind of a meatier, wet, wintry type vegetable, if you will. The next item here is lemongrass. This is a great item for flavoring. Now obviously you can't eat the lemongrass. It's extremely fibrous. Typically chefs will put it in product and then pull it back out before serving, or they'll keep it in strips so the consumer doesn't eat it. But very lemony flavor. It's got a great smell to it, very aromatic. We offer this in a couple different sizes, 1 pounder, 10 pounder, and obviously because of the nature of the product, the fact that it is extremely fibrous, no moisture really to it, it'll last a very long time in your cooler. So even if 1 pound may seem like a bit much on the lemongrass, it'll hold for at least a couple weeks, and you should have no issues with it. Next item is daikon radish. If you're not familiar with daikon radish, very white, crisp, fresh tasting product. A lot of times the chef will peel it, they'll run it on a mandolin, or they'll slice it on a slicer into rings, whatever the case may be. It's great for salads, and that's typically where it's used. You could use it even as a garnish on top if you were to cut it in julienne strips, something of that nature. As I stated, it's a 10-pound box, but once again, all the products we're looking at here today, they have a good shelf life. This product doesn't break down as quick as, say, a lettuce or a bell pepper or something of that nature. And then the next item we're going to look at here is a peeled lotus root. And we carry this both peeled and in the water, as well as unpeeled, where you can do it yourself. And a lot of times chefs will take this to the slicer and slice them paper thin, almost like a chip. They'll deep fry them, they get nice and golden brown, and you see all these holes when it comes up as a chip, and it makes a great garnish to put on top of dishes. And because it's packed in the water, as you see here, it will last quite a while because it doesn't allow it to get slimy or start to mold. So you bring a case of this in, you'll definitely use it in time. So what we've looked at here, 7 different items, all pertaining to Asian style dishes. and hopefully we've given you some different ideas, but these can be incorporated either into an Asian dish or utilizing some of these ingredients and just pairing them with some more contemporary style cuisines. So we hope to see you again next week for another version of Shamrock Fresh.